Hey, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and comment. And help the big brother out. We're back again with the Isis Thesis in chapter 22, a supersymmetric tree of life, a libation for string theory. Egyptian science supports T-duality, the string theory idea that our universe looks the same as a Planck length scales. String theory maintains that during the Planck era, the universe had 10 dimensions and collapsed into 3 spatial dimensions and 1 time dimension when the era ended. What is above in the Sun-Earth system mirrors what is below in the quantum world. That is, the whirling web of Earth's magnetic field lines is similar to a dense tangle of strings in a quantum mechanical black hole. The physicist Fred Alan Wolf explains if the Earth contains its same mass but begins to shrink, the gravitational factor would increase and one would experience a pulling apart, a stretching that might be described as I am stretched out in the coffin text 218, or a stretching of bones or limbs in the coffin text 365. Once the Earth shrank to a radius of about 1/2 a centimeter, the Earth would become a black hole. String theory asserts that an elementary particle is a tiny vibrating string. When a string falls into a black hole, more of its vibrations become visible. As physicist Leonard Susskind states in 2003, the string spreads and grows just as if it were being bombarded by particles and radiation in a very hot environment. In a relatively short time, the string and all the information it carries are smeared over the entire horizon. Information is not lost, for it is radiated back out, the Hawkins radiation, and string theory accounts for this. Yet, what the pharaohs are telling us is that a quantum mechanical black hole is, or in which a string grows and spreads, is a protein folding funnel based on a lambda genetics. A black hole radiates away its mass and vanishes in the same way as a protein folds to its native conformation in energy landscape funnel that vanishes. Apparently, information is carried away by the protein product and deposited in the early universe. It is not lost forever behind the horizon. Energy, mass, and information come out as Hawkins radiation, dark energy. The information falling into a black hole has micro reversibility, for it becomes available in the early universe. But the pharaohs explain that this only happens by means of a specific pathway. The funerary text proclaimed that this preferred path aligned to nature's design is one of the chemiluminescence, and that fermion or fermion on, or the building blocks of matter, can become bosons or force particles at human death. Thus, the Egyptian text suggests that nature is supersymmetric. 2 very different kinds of particles are related, for every fermion has a boson twin and vice versa. Even the Egyptian idea of the quantum heart of matter, which they symbolize by the lotus, is similar to the Calabi-Yau shape, where string theorists posit that the extra 6 dimensions are curled up. As mentioned, one way a fermion becomes a boson is when a quark and antiquark restore to a pion. This happens as long as the quark and the antiquark do not annihilate. The pion plays a role in strong interactions and can be used as a building block for developing a mass spectrum. Aware of this, the pharaohs advised the deceased to journey to the northern polar cusp for transfiguration and the high energy creative union with the sun god. The ultraviolet union with the sun particle and other high energy cosmic elements at the cusp may energize ionospheric particles at unification mass of 10 to the 15th power, GeV/c squared, allowing unification of strong, weak, and electromagnetic forces. It may also generate a microscopic black hole, that is, the Duat. Still, the wealth of Egyptian wisdom does not stop here, for they had an amazing science that we have only recently discovered in the 20th century. Our reflection in the mirror. Relative to black hole formation and growth within the Egyptian evidence clearly describe a scientific model for the afterlife that mirrors bacteriophage genetics and the lytic lifestyle of phage lambda within the protein folding funnel landscape. In the prelude to the Book of Gates, it is written that all men, gods, cattle, and worms are brought before the hidden seat. Large on the host chromosome, the lambda genome is the proverbial tree of life, for according to the pharaohs, it has the potential to confer both human existence and a recombinant form of viral human life. Put simply, the hidden seat or lambda genome generates both Homo sapiens sapiens and Homo sapien lambda. Human existence and the world we experience result from the lysogenic lifestyle. Transfiguration to an everlasting species is the subsequent possibility if the deceased is at the nutrient-enriched polar cusp for an afterlife evolutionary merge into the lambda sun god and the transduction through the host bacterium. Thus, we have the idea of two seeds, the twin births, the two Enneads, fermions, and bosons. This grouping of non-Ennead deities may represent the quirk model of 9 possible combination grouping themselves into an octet and a singlet, the quantum structure of electro-weak interactions in physics, for which Murray Gell-Mann received the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1969. But what we also must remember is that the spinning vortex of the Earth cell, as described by the pharaoh, fits the criteria for the spinning curved black hole. It has outer and inner horizons or double gates, along with the regular velocity as defined by language indicating dragging, rosatar, circulating, circles, amduat, and the art depicting spheres. In modern black hole physics, polar coordinates in 2 dimensions or lines of constant distance are called circles. In 3 dimensions, lines of constant distance are called spheres. Again, the pharaohs have outpaced us with their knowledge. Further, the text describes and depict wormholes, white holes, future and past singularities. The deceased's ability to move through a white hole is related to his left-handed heliacity and the parity change activated at the pole because of the presence of iron nuclei in the merge into the sun god, a composite of high energy cosmic elements. By crossing 4 event horizons, the deceased moves through a black hole into a white hole or past singularity. Crossing the first outer horizon, time and space reverse. Space becomes a stream and a time becomes space-like. If you stayed here, you would eventually crash into the hole's future singularity, crossing into the inner horizon, space and time reverse again, becoming normal. But the deceased conquers the horizon and descends into the lustral basins, which suggests the effects of light at a singularity entering the past singularity. The deceased crosses 2 more horizons and emerges as dark energy in the early universe. Today, dark energy is referred to as the cosmological constant, what Einstein called lambda. Einstein first proposed the cosmological constant symbolized by the Greek letter lambda as a mathematical fix to the theory of the general relativity that predicted the universe must either expand or contract. Because Einstein thought the universe was static, he added the term to stop that expansion. Today, this